What's the deal? What's the deal? And you're alive in tune with Successor Reek, man. Oh, what's up, man? I'm back with the Successor. Hey, we got another special video today. Last time we had 5 pillars of a hustler. Today, five different hustle habits. All right, hustle habits, man. So I got another informative one for y'all. We're gonna get to it in a second. Hey, welcome back to Hustle Logic, Hustle Talk TV, man. Look, it's your host, Successor Reek, man, the man of the hour. What's happening with y'all, man? Let me know how y'all feeling. Let me know if you checked out my last video. All right, my last informative. What did you learn? Do you use any of those 5 pillars as a hustler? Did you know of any of those before you saw the video? Or since then, have you started inputting some of those pillars into your day-to-day success? So let me know down below what y'all thought about that. Do y'all like these informative videos where I'm breaking stuff down and giving tangible steps? I'm that kind of person, man. Whenever I go to a conference or a seminar or something like that, any type of calling, I want to get actionable steps out of it. Hustlers don't need motivation. Make that clear. All right, we're gonna check. Hey, I'm checking y'all at the door. I'm like, damn, cut through already. As soon as we walked in, yeah, I'm checking it at the door. Hustlers don't need motivation. All right, because we're disciplined, we're dedicated. All right, we embedded to this. We believe in ourselves enough that, come on, man. Even on our worst days, we know we're gonna get up and get what needs to be done, man. Nothing's gonna stop us. Rain, sleet, heartbreak, whatever. Nothing's gonna stop us. So, 5 pillars of a hustler, man. Check that video out on my page. Check out my Instagram, man, at Successor Reek. I got a couple clips there as well too, man. But check the full video out. I'm gonna put the link in the bio just for that video specifically. But man, it's on the YouTube page. Check it out. Give some other videos a like, man. See a little bit about what's going on here at Hustle Logic. So, why I came up with the hustle habits, why I decided to do this one next. Again, I like tangible steps. So I like being able to hear information, feel a certain way about it, and then I want to do something about it. So with me and what I want to influence you all to be doing is, man, when you feel something that moves you, or something is a calling to you, jump on it immediately. Do it now. All right, I said that in my last video, man. Winners do it now. I say this all the time. I say it to myself. Winners do it now. A lot of times we want to procrastinate. Man, let me do that later. Look, the product of waiting can be a lot more detrimental than actually just doing it. Save yourself a little extra time right there in the moment and just getting it out the way. That way you can be done with it. You don't got to think about it. You're on to the next thing. Because when you start moving this way, life is coming in abundance. Opportunity is constantly opening and flowing towards you. Okay, you don't have to chase and go out looking for these things. When you start handling your business, look, so many things are going to line up and open up for you. You want to make sure that you have the ability to have a clean slate and choose which opportunity is going to work best for me. We start putting things in front of you and procrastinating. Now you got a wall between you and the next opportunity or the next decision because you've already decided to flake on everything else. You've decided to put everything else off. So it came back to bite you in the butt. Look, winners, we face things head on. Hustlers, we take things by the horn. We grab the bull by the horns and we're going to throw it down. We're going to wrestle it down. So these hustle habits, if you are somebody where you're still finding yourself, you don't know for certain what you want to do, you still need to be inspired. You need to find your purpose. Be willing to try different things. These are a couple tools that's going to help you just start to look the part, okay, and move in that sense of direction as well too. Because first things first, man, best thing to do is just get started. Just do it, okay? Don't put a lid and cap your success based on where you are right now, okay? The law of influencing people, they say everything has a lid to it, has a cap space to it. Your lid is determined on how much that you know and how much that you are doing and what you are aware of. So if you are unaware of where your lid is in life, it's probably pretty low, because you've already reached that peak. You notice, say, how many things are really changing in my life. This time last year looks a lot like this time this year, so you need to increase your level of usefulness. Let's put it like that. You need to increase what it is that you have to offer. All right, what kind of services can you provide? So falling into that way, man, by doing those things, you can increase that lid on yourself. Don't put limitations to yourself. All right, believe that you can always continue reaching new levels, higher levels, even when you believe that you've made it. One of the biggest things that a lot of my 6 and 7 figure mentors tell me is they wish they dreamed bigger. They wish they set bigger goals because they ended up achieving everything that they wrote down. And when you look back on those things, man, you're like, bro, I could have asked for anything in the world. I should have dreamt bigger. So never dream small, never dream big, never set small goals, achievable goals. Man, set things that man, this might take my whole life to, or I'm getting anxiety thinking about this goal because I don't know if I'll make it. That's how your goals should feel. Things should be, if your goal is when you're telling it to other people, regular people around you, and they're like, man, there's no way you're gonna make that happen, or ain't no way that can be done. Those are the kind of goals that you need. If they ain't saying that, if they saying, oh, you can do that, oh, that'd be easy, it ain't big enough. It ain't big enough. And even if you thought it was big, somebody say, oh man, that was easy. Hey, look, maybe you put down, you want to be earning $10,000, $15,000 a month from your business. Hey, somebody tell you, oh man, you could do that for sure. Up it to $50,000 a month. Stretch yourself. That's very important as well too, man. You got to be willing to stretch yourself thin to see how far you can make it. Are you going to stretch yourself far enough and get to the other side, or are you going to break and let go, and fold? So those are important things to be thinking about and doing. But let's get into the first hustle habit, man. Ain't gonna be too long. So we're gonna work. I'm gonna go boom, 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 and then hit the last one for y'all. So y'all already see what's going on. I'm sure you probably written it down. If not, go ahead and get your pen and paper. I'm gonna talk briefly on these things, and really anything I get into, man, I can talk hours and hours about. But I want you guys to give me some feedback, give me some questions, book a call, consultation, and I'll go further into any one of these that you're thinking of, or let me know, give me a better outline of what you got going on, and I can fixate something to better work for you personally. So our first habit, okay, and these are daily things, routine things, and bullet points that you should be building into your lifestyle. All right, it's got to be a way of life. Once you start doing these things and you see the little bit of success that begins to come just by making this shift, you'll want to continue to do it, because by doing these same things but on a higher level, you're going to see more mass success. More things are going to flow to you in abundance. So first thing first, scheduling. All right, scheduling. Schedule your day. What does your day look like? Whether it's a work day or your off days. Now, work days are typically pretty set up for us. You know what time you're going to work, what time you plan on getting off. But take it a step further. What do you plan on achieving at work? Me, typically a lot of drive time with what I do, going from place to place, city to city. I'm all over the Metro Detroit area. So I might have for example, sometimes I got to go 50 minutes here, 50 minutes there, 30 minutes somewhere else. So what I might do is put on an audio book, put on a podcast. I might make some phone calls and, get some things done while I'm, things that I'm capable of doing. Of course, I'm still driving, so I can only do so much. But what can you do? Maybe you get a little downtime at your job, or maybe you're sitting doing one thing and you're able to have an earbud in. What are you listening to? You're scheduling. All right, as soon as I get out of work, I'm headed straight to the gym. Okay, I don't want to go home, because as soon as I get home, I know I'm gonna go to my room. I'm gonna sit down on my bed to take my shoes off, and I'm gonna end up laying back and falling asleep, taking a nap. So stop that. Schedule yourself up. Go to work. Then I'm going straight to the gym. When I get home from the gym, all right, I'm gonna shower up, take about 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes for myself, mentally unwind, meditate. Then after that, I'm gonna eat dinner. Maybe you need to cook something, whatever. Maybe you need to pick something up on the way home from the gym. And then, hey, I'm gonna get into doing a little reading, studying, manifesting. I'm gonna watch Successful Rick on YouTube, hear what he's dropping on these videos, man, that knowledge. And then I'm gonna start evaluating and getting ready for the next day. Okay, I'm gonna do it again the next day. Schedule yourself. So I know for me, that's how I'm working it. All right, I'm getting up in the morning. I'm reading my affirmations. I'm doing my daily hustle quotes. Daily, the word of the day. Boom, that's taken care of. Then I'm out in the field. I'm working. I'm hustling. I'm listening to my podcast. I'm listening to my audio books. I'm getting this information. I'm fellowshipping. I'm getting on the phone to mentors, having some talks. I'm solving problems. Okay, boom. I come off, get off from work on this day. We're going to hit the gym. So I'm gonna work out for a set amount of time. As soon as I'm done working out, make sure that my food is ready to go. That way I don't have to cook. So it's just keeping me organized. And if I find myself getting off track in any kind of way, maybe I had to work a little bit later and that cut into my workout time. All right, maybe a shorter workout. What's the next thing I'm getting into? I need to make a video. I need to edit my content today. I need to break up and do some clips and, do some advertising for the business. So those things, keep those in mind. By me keeping a schedule, I can keep myself organized. I don't have to keep everything in my head bottled up. I'm thinking about a lot of different things. A lot of things are coming into my mind every single day. I can't remember everything. I have to write it down. Scheduling. All right, it's going to take you very far. So that's number one. Hold on. Turn this down. Let's turn this off. So scheduling being that first thing. All right. Second thing. So we're going to get into number two. I got scheduling down. All right. Second one. Set up. Make sure everybody can see. It's not a glare. I don't think it shouldn't be a glare. We're not up under this light. All right. So hustle habit number one, scheduling. Number two, man, I ain't gonna lie, we're gonna go like this because number two is very important. Hygiene, man. A lot of y'all on here probably grown men. You should be grown men. This is content that, look, I'm gonna put it like this. A lot of y'all out here too grown to not know how you smell, not have your hygiene in order, man. Brushing your teeth the right way, knowing to scrub your tongue, washing your face, get the crust out your eyes, hit your ears as well too, behind the ears. Take the earrings out, clean the earring backs and everything, man. Little things like that. Wearing deodorant. Come on, some of y'all too damn old still be wearing Old Spice and body sprays and Axe and shit like that. Get you some cologne. Get you some cologne, man. Get you some Chanel Blue. Get you some product Carbon. Get you some cologne. Get you some sort of musk. Something like that that's gonna smell good. When you walk by, people want to turn their head and don't go crazy now. But spend your little money, man. Get you a decent bottle of cologne and just a couple sprays, man. Something light like that. Now this is important. I really want to touch on the cologne specifically because when people the scent, okay, that sense right there, the art of smelling, it does something it lights up different things in our brains. I don't know the specifics, man. I can't get into it. I heard one of my mentors talking about this, but when you smell something, it creates a certain feeling, and it feels, look, the way that you smell can say a lot before you even fully walk in the door, you're even seen, or you even open your mouth. You smell good, man. Look, I had plenty of times, man. I wear all types of cologne, man. I'm a fragrance head, man. So comment down your favorite bottle of cologne, man. If you're already on the fragrances, you're good on your hygiene, you taking care of those things. But man, I'm tell y'all a story. I'm at the gas station, summer day. I got it on, man. I got the fit on, man. The cologne saw it hitting real well. And I walk into the gas station. I'm at the counter, I done did what I did. I'm at the counter getting everything. He asked me, he's like, man, what are you wearing? I'm like, yo, what you mean? What am I wearing? I'm like, clothes, the brands, like, that's what you asking? Like, no, not what you got on. But what is it, that scent? He said, man, when we walked in, it just filled the room, man. It smells amazing. And I was like, damn, so told him what I had on, and that's one of my best colognes right there, man. There's never been a time where I haven't had that on and somebody's not telling me, and that's a beautiful fragrance. You smell nice. I like the way, man, so look, you want to pick you up a girl, you want to get picked up without having to say too much, man. You want to be real subtle, things like that, man. Get you a cologne, man. It's gonna speak for you. It's gonna speak for you, man. It's gonna do things that your words, your image wouldn't necessarily do. It's gonna create feelings in other women. When they smell it and other people around you, are gonna be like, man, that guy knows himself. He got class. he means business. You know, you can smell some of these different colognes and be like, that's a good bottle of cologne, man. He spent some money, he cares about his hygiene. So these little details, they speak highly. So man, what you smell like speaks highly, you know. So like I said, you're a grown man now, go get you a bottle of cologne, decent bottle of cologne, maybe get the travel size, and a little bit goes a long way. A little bit goes a long way. You don't need many sprays. I'm gonna get into that. That might be something or another product or bundle I might do, but man, I'm gonna tell you about how to apply cologne, which cologne bottles that I have, that I use, that have changed my life. I kid you not. I've always had a good appearance, look good, smell good, dress real well. But as I got older, man, into my 20s, and I started putting on cologne and taking fragrances seriously, I've seen different opportunities happen in my life that probably I would not have gotten had I not been smelling the way that I was smelling. So put it like that. And I've always had great hygiene, man. I've always been a clean individual. Some other things, dudes, we out here working, man. I use my hands a lot. Keep your nails clean. All right, keep them trimmed, keep them down. Don't no girl want to see you out moving about with some dirty hands. You don't want to go shake the boss's hand, shake the man's hand. You got long nails, dirt all up under them, man. Have some care about yourself. Have some class, some etiquette. All right, we want to sharpen up as well too. We're gonna do the hard work. Don't get me wrong, but we're gonna look good doing it too. So man, clean up, fix your hygiene. Like I said, brushing them teeth the right way, scrubbing that tongue, washing the face, deodorant, finger. You know, keep your fingers looking good. I ain't saying you gotta go get a manicure, but man, cut your nails. Don't bite them. Cut your nails. All right, man. Y'all too old to still be doing these childish acts, childish ways. We're developing. All right, we're here to transform young men and get them professionally and personally developed for the world. All right, so let's keep going. That's number 2, hygiene. Number 3 over here, affirmations. What are you saying to yourself every day? All right, what are you feeding your subconscious, your mind with? What kind of affirmations? Every time you get up, you and your homeboys say, hey nigga, you ain't ever gonna be shit. You's a bum. I'm broke. I ain't never gonna have no money. Man, I suck. You're going to eventually believe that. The more that you say it, and you probably believe it now, it's in your subconscious. The same way that you got yourself there is the same way you're going to get yourself out. We're just going to rewire. I am smart. I am rich. I am wealthy. I'm going to be somebody. I am everything. I am an impactor. I will be successful. You know, I am so happy and grateful now. I have achieved all of my goals. What are you saying to yourself? Your affirmations are important. All right. First thing in the morning, it's always the best to say your affirmations, or at night before you go to bed, because your subconscious is most open and vulnerable at that point. All right. You've gone through your day, or you've just woken up after after resting. What you say to yourself a lot of times first thing in the morning, or like I said, before you go to bed, will reflect on the kind of day that you have. Now, these things are proven, man. These things are proven, because I've always known, at least in my life, I'm speaking from experience. When I say positive things to myself before I go to bed, look, I wake up in a better mood. I know I'm gonna get more done. I just feel greater about the day. I feel more happy about life, more happy for the opportunity. First thing I do when I wake up in the morning, and I thank God, I thank the man above, and I thank him for having an opportunity. Thank you for opening my eyes up and giving me another opportunity out here to go be great or impact somebody else's life. That's what I'm saying to myself. So those are my affirmations. You know, I'm going to go out here and be 1% better than I was yesterday. Man, I felt like I couldn't get no better than yesterday, the kind of day that I was having. But today, some way, somehow, I'm going to go a little bit harder and be a little bit better. You know, so that's why on them bad days where you feel like, man, today could have went a lot better, never be down about it. Just say, tomorrow I'm going to be 1% better. And I know tomorrow for sure is going to be a better day. All right. You know, people are like, man, I hate Mondays. I was dealing with that earlier this week, and I'll tell people, man, Monday's actually my favorite day of the week. I'm changing my perspective, how I look at things. Friday, Saturday is usually everybody's favorite day of the week. Everybody hates Monday. People calling off, don't want to come in, and faking sick, whatever. Mondays, if you look at it too, man, look in the workforce. Monday is the most called off day. Everybody want that extended 3-day weekend on that Monday. Because, hey, they ain't feeling it. They'd rather go to work Friday, because Friday just kind of gets you. Ever notice that? Like, Friday, you be excited about. Monday, you just like, man, it's Monday. You be back to it. But I'm like, man, if I change my perspective and stop looking at the glass half empty and look at it half full, man, Mondays are always my best days, because it's going to dictate how the rest of the week is going to look. So if I have a great Monday, I know it's going to be a great week. If I have a bad Monday, I know, hey, This is the only bad day of the week. It's behind me. Everything moving forward will be so much better. So it's a win-win. By looking at it that way, it's a win-win. All right. Now the last thing, repetition. You see it there, man. Repetition. So it's not really a step within itself like the first four, but repetition. What that means is do it all over. Do it all over. All right. You did it once, they say it's luck. You do it twice, they know you got a skill. All right. Do it once. I'm gonna say that again, a little bit slow. I know some of y'all be listening slow, man. You do it once, they'll say that it's luck. But if you do it twice, they'll say it's a skill. All right, man. Repeat it. Repeat it. Do it for yourself. All right. The lights are gonna shine brightest when it's time for you to ball. When it's time for you to ball. So make sure while the lights are still dim, you still floating under the radar, you still, incognito. Make sure you're doing these things, man. Make sure you tighten up on your game, on your hustle. Again, the habits, 5 pillars of a hustler. Take these things. You got about 10 different things now. Take these things and utilize them. And I gave you step-by-step breakdowns. If you don't understand something or get where to start with something, come on, ask me some questions. Leave a comment down below. I'm very easy to get in touch with. I respond to all my DMs. I got the hustle chat, man, where, I'm constantly dropping daily gems of how you can better yourself. These are just different things that I put together from what I do in my daily habits and coming together. So if you do any of these things or you see something on here that, hey, I would substitute affirmations, and instead of doing affirmations, I meditate or I work out in the morning, that's fine. Substitute and fit in what you fit in. Except hygiene, man. That's important, man. Y'all need to take care of that. That big one. Don't take that off the list, man. But maybe you, instead of scheduling, you do something a little different. Maybe you plan your weeks out one day in advance. Plug in and do what works best for you and your lifestyle. If you need some help shaping and molding that, book a consultation, man. Hit me up on hustlelogic.net. All the way at the bottom, man. Leave a link in the description as well, too. So these habits, man, they're going to shape you. They're going to mold you. They're going to make you. And, man, if you get in violation of any of these codes, any of these habits, it will break you. So be aware of that. All right. Use this wisely. Use it with caution, man. Be aware. Be alert. All right. So we got 5 hustle habits, man. Here we go again. Scheduling, number 1. Hygiene, number 2. Your affirmations, number 3. Dream building, number 4. Oh man, did I skip dream building? I feel like we didn't talk about that. I definitely skipped dream building. I jumped repetition. Last one. 4th one being dream building. Man, my bad, y'all. I skipped one. 4th one, dream building. So let me hit that real quick. So dream building. What are you visualizing? What are you looking at? All right, what are you visualizing? What are you looking at? So I got my vision board right here. Certain things in my bedroom. Again, I told y'all last time, I got the house. I know how that's going to look. I got the Bentley Continental sitting up on my wall. Dream building. I'm thinking about how much money am I going to spend on my house? What is the grass going to look like? What color animals, what color is my cow and my bull going to be? How many chickens exactly will I have? What type of truck will I have? What size wheels and tires will I put on it? All of that down to the T. What is, what kind of purses and clothes and bags will my wife wear? What type of school, private school will my kids go to? What type of education will I be teaching them? What type of just everything down to a T? What's my watch collection gonna look like? What are the fragrances will I have? So thinking about these things exactly how I want them to be. I want y'all to dream about something right now. Let me put this down so we hit everything. I want y'all to think about something right now, man. Think about what it is exactly that you want, or think about something that you used to ask for that you currently have now. And you think about how, man, it's exactly what I asked for. It came just how I wanted it to. I wouldn't change nothing about it. Or maybe you're thinking about it like, man, I had something, I done got finally what I asked for, but I should have asked for a little bit more because I got exactly what it is that I wanted, but had I dreamed bigger, had I asked for a little bit more, I could have that. I know I can have that as well too. And man, that's what dream building does. It opens up your mind, opens up your soul, your spirit, and your subconscious to allow those things in. Like I said, when you think about how you want these things exactly, yeah, you might have a big house, but if you don't say how much you're willing to spend on that house, You know, I want this to be a $2 million house. I want to have 5 different cars, and I'm gonna have a Lamborghini. It's gonna be bright red. Like, you have to really speak that, because then you'll get those things and it might not be exactly how you want it. And then you'll think back like, man, I got it, but it didn't come exactly how I asked for it. Well, you were vague when you asked for it, so I sent you the next best thing. That's really how the universe works. When I thought about the next vehicle that I wanted to get, I knew what type of truck I had always wanted, size wheels and tires I wanted on it, you know. But there were a couple little things that I'm like, man, I should have asked for, should have said I want this as well too. Because when you start asking for these things, you start seeing these things. Now you're aware, and you are open. You've opened your mind and expanded your vision. Before, you just had the tunnel vision. Now you've widened and changed the view to a bird's eye view, where you can see everything for what it is. And you see that, man, that's not, that could be better. Or, hey, I could ask for more over here. And, hey, I know I've been putting this is my goal before, but I'm gonna take it a step further. Dream these images, these pictures, these beliefs that you are seeing and that you are having every day, every night. Dream. Okay, the best time to dream is when you're awake. Don't just dream when you go to sleep. The best time to think about those things is when you're awake, when life is moving here in front of you. You know, look at that individual and don't hate on them at what they have. Think about, like, man, when I get that, see yourself in that position. Man, when I get with those things, this is how I'm gonna move with that. Or, hey, I like the way that he got his dress and got his style and his swag about him, but man, I would have probably done, you know. You don't talk down and say, man, he ain't got it on, but he ain't killing the game like how you think he is. You hate it because just because you would do it a different way and dress it up a different way, don't mean that the next person still ain't doing it. They still ain't doing it big. They still ain't doing their thing. So think about, hey, clap for this person, but just know my time is gonna come. I'm gonna be in position, and I'm gonna dress it up and put it down the way that I want to do it. I'm gonna put my style and my touch on it. So that's important, man. Dream build. Like I said, dream while you are awake. That's the best time to do it, man. That's when it feels most real. If you ask me, that's when it feels most real. When I'm just sitting there and I close my eyes, man. I'm aware of everything going on around me, and I just, oh man. And I can see myself in that Bentley, man. How I'm gonna be sitting, driving that Bentley, man. It's gonna be blacked out. You know, what kind of wheels gonna be on it? 22s on it. You know, I had the windows down, man. I know what the interior gonna look like. You know, I can feel that the leather from the steering wheel almost touching my hands just now. You know, shifting those gears, man. What is gonna be like when I pull up at the gas station, or when I pull up to the valet? How they gonna show me love differently now? You know, so I'm thinking about all those things. I'm thinking about it, man. I'm thinking about what it's gonna be like to give my mom, buy my mom a home and get her a new car with no strings attached, nothing like that, man. I'm thinking about these things. I know exactly where the home gonna be, which location. I know what the house gonna look like. I know what the front door gonna look like, and walking in with the table and the steps. And you gotta really think about these things, man, because if you don't, when the time comes, you're gonna be scrambling trying to put it together. But if I got the vision painted so clearly, there's no way that I can't. It's so clear, it's so visual, man, that the whole world can see, man. It's painted on the wall. It's painted on the wall for everybody to see. Once you've done that, man, you know this can really be your life. And once it's on the wall, man, anything, once it's already written on the wall, man, and you bring it to your real life, all right, from being on a vision to just something in your mind to putting it visually on the wall and seeing it and just working towards it, and then actually having it and being in it, man, trust me, you're gonna get on that level and you're gonna be like, man, I should have asked for so much more. I should have kept going. I should have went 10 times bigger than I came already. That's how you're gonna be feeling, So keep it. Dream big, man. Do it afraid. Do it alone. Dream big. All right, man. So number 4, dream build. Number 4 is dream build. So I went a little bit out of order, man. Last one, repetition. Do it all again. All right. So every morning you scheduling your day. All right. After that, checking up on your hygiene. Remember, you're a grown man. Get you some cologne. Spend a little money, man. About $100 on a bottle of cologne, man. Get you a decent fragrance that lasts. Nothing cheap. Affirmation. What are you saying to yourself? I am so happy and grateful now that I am a successful human being. But what does that mean? Take it a step further, man. Really get in depth with your affirmations. I am so happy and grateful now that in the next 3 months, I've changed my financial income and status for the greater good. All right, dream building. All right, that's important as well. Boom. What are you visioning? Best to dream with your eyes open and dreaming awake. Okay. Lastly, repetition. Once you've done it all, man, sit down, think about how you're gonna do it all again, but even better. Every single day, 1% better. All right. These are 5 hustle habits locked in with the successor. Holla at your boy, man. Leave a comment down below which one is your favorite or which one of these you may already be doing. Or if you use some of these, if you got some of your own, let me know something, man. Hey, I'm a student always. I'm here to spit the game, but I'm also here to learn it as well, too. You know, I can never stop learning. I never know enough. So it is what it is, man. See what's going on. I'm going to keep coming at it with y'all. I'm gonna do something else. I don't know what we're gonna do after this one. I might just kind of chop it up with y'all the next time about what's going on. The module is finished. I'm gonna tell y'all that the module is finished, so I might speak on that. I might bring that to y'all next. We're gonna see, man. But hey, it's a lot cooking up over here. So till next time, hey, you locked in with the successor Reek, man, here at Hustle Talk with Hustle Logic, man. Hey, remember, it's not a podcast, it's a TV show. Let's get it. I like it.